Hi, beautiful Sagittarius. Hello, Jamie. I'm going to let the camera catch up to my movements here. We only have a few people online still. I know that my main audience is not even awake yet. I decided to do these videos anyway. Just letting it catch up. Whoever's coming on here, please write where you're from, your country or a city. It's so fun to see where you're from. Like we have all these different nationalities coming together. I just love that. Portland. That is so cool. Portland, isn't that so? Oregon. You're 6 hours behind Sweden, I think. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Maxine, again. Oh, it's 5:30. Wow. 5:30. Halv tre, halv två, halv ett, halv 12. Halv två, halv tre, halv två, halv ett, halv 12, halv 10. You're 9 hours. Wow. 5:30. Jesus. Welcome. I see that the camera is... Maxine, you're crazy. Geez. So Maxine, you've been up since 5. You're so welcome here. That's big of you. I mean, Jesus. Okay. Try not to yell too much. Wow. Okay. I'm going to get into the Sagittarius read here now. It's mid October until mid-November. For Sagittarius, we're going to get all the cards on the table before we actually get to the message. We have mending. Interesting. Mending. So this is fascinating. So the last video, and you know this, Maxine, last video I was mirrored, like I was put on the other side. I don't know why it switches over. It's weird. I'm going to try to figure this one out. Wilfie? Hello? Sagittarius, what's going on? And also, like I said, or did I? That the angels are going to come in and say something at the very end here. No place like home. Which direction? This direction. No place like home. 52 and 50. Yeah, it's super annoying because I don't know where to point because it's like the other direction of where I'm pointing. Hi, Sam. Welcome back. Fork in the road. This direction. Fork in the road. Very different energy from the previous readings, I have to say. Mending, no place like home, and fork in the road. Let's clarify this. Why are these energies here on the table, please, for Sagittarius? Divine guidance. Another 5. The third 5 coming out. So there's something that has been quite heavy here. Or a struggle, or something to overcome, at least. So you have 213, which is grand transformation. 213. You have peace and divine guidance coming out as clarifiers. So that's really gorgeous. But the importance of the numerology here today is just really through the roof. I'm going to get to that in a second. Okay. Do we have anything extra that you want to tell Sagittarius, please? Anything and everything goes. Uplifting, inspirational, additional. What do you want Sagittarius to know, please? Oceana. And that is the only one. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. And now the Doesn't catch up really. Okay, let's start with this message. Mending. I'm going to actually read. It's so annoying. I'm going to actually read out of the book for that one. I just want to say, so we have 52. This is the number 52 there on the card. And we have 50, no place like home. And we have 5 in the divine guidance. So that's 3, 5 on the table. So the 5 in numerology is overcoming obstacles, overcoming conflict, overcoming hardship. But when 3 5s comes out like this, and we have mending, we have no place like home, and divine guidance. We also have 213 on the table, and 113 is transformation. And the fact that we have 2 is grand transformation. So when you have 3 5s like this, hello, David. When we have 3 5s like this is overcoming these hurdles. And there's an awesome opportunity for change here. When you're in the 5s like this as well, and you're starting to see, I know this is very particular and detailed, and you don't have to keep track of this or even remember this, but when you're in the 5s like this and you had this grand transformation, you probably will start to see 7. 7 will start to show up everywhere. That means, Sagittarius, only one thing. You become or at least are embarking on the master path. It's a master path. You are becoming a master. Yes. So mending. I'm going to read out of the book for mending. 52. 52 adds up to number 7, by the way. Last card in the deck. 50. It's so last it doesn't even exist. Okay. Mending. I'm going to try to hold it in a way that you see and I can read at the same time here. Okay. Essential meanings of this card: forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. And I mean, we have 3 number 5. So yeah, there could be a main big blowout that has been going on, a long conflict. It can be an inner conflict, a deeper conflict within yourself, with someone else. The Oracle's message states, each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. And the main thing that comes with this is that I feel like there's something that has happened in the past that is so... Okay, 2 things. It might be something that is so huge. There's something, Sagittarius, that has been going on in your life, or that has like a main event that could have taken place, that is flooring you in such a way that there's no way to just immediately deal with it. Does that make sense? It could be such a big event that it's just, we just, push it down in a place inside of us that you're just not going to touch it for such a long time because it's just too tough to deal with. And then when you don't, it's going to start to seep out. Eventually, that's going to want to heal, or you might attract similar events to try to understand it. Like you might argue like with yourself, or like be a little bit disappointed in yourself, saying, I've ended up in the exact same situation. Like a little bit down the road, you start to understand that you're attracting the same thing. Like you're in the same thing again. Like, what is going on here? Can I not see, or can I not understand? Like what is happening? And that's just your unconscious mind that is just trying to understand, or trying to heal, or trying to deal with something that maybe was it's just too tough. This can even be childhood trauma, or something that you're not even aware of, that has sort of played out now into first young adulthood and now in adulthood. It's just coming out. If this is not directly linked to you, and I rarely say this, but I have to say, if this is not directly linked to, if you don't recognize yourself at all in this, but you have one other person in your mind, another person, a close friendship, a close family member, someone just comes to mind immediately, know that this is for that person, and you might even want to take this message to them. Okay? I don't think I've ever said that. So that must be really important for someone. Whatever, if it's not that heavy of a trauma, if this is just like a long time, oh geez, I was almost about to say something, a really ugly word that YouTube would have not agreed with. Mind F. It's a big mind F. Like something you thought over and over again, like it's just a belief system that is just in place, really heavily in place, and it has been so tough to overcome it. Like it's time to really release it. Aw. Yeah, that would be such a situation there, Sam. I'm reading your message there, Sam. So yeah, it's like a situation where you're being asked right now to really do the work on letting go and release and forgive and mend some heavier belief system that you have. If that is you feeling that like you're not worthy, if that is you feeling like you cannot get a relationship or live your highest truth or have enough money, or like whatever that is, be well and healthy, whatever, you're asked to release it. And I know that's a big ask, but to really, really go into work mode on releasing it. I feel like it's happening anyway, because we have 213 on the table and we have peace and divine guidance coming out. So you're doing something right here. Relationship message. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you want to move forward. Yes, exactly what I just said. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? What would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. I don't know what that is. Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. She was what? Okay. Prosperity message. Everyone makes mistakes, especially when you want something very badly. Everyone makes mistakes, especially when you want something very badly. You may come to realize that in chasing after a pretty shiny thing, you lost sight of the long-term sustainable prosperity. Sometimes you make choices that look good at first, but ultimately lead to loss or failure. It's time to forgive yourself and others. Don't blame anyone else. You get to start again, wiser, for sure wiser, and more mature. The journey to true abundance can be bumpy. Make amends to anyone you may have hurt along the way, especially yourself. Forgive those who have taken advantage of you. Let go and learn from this. You are now that much closer to achieving the kind of prosperity that really fulfills you. Nothing is ever lost or wasted when you view it from this perspective. I mean, this is a big ask. It's a really big ask, because it sounds like this is something that has been traumatic. We have number 5 on the table. So this sounds like it's something that has been traumatic. And if this is a relationship, there was like a big bad conflict with another person. It can be a co-parent, it can be an ex, it can be a family member, it can be a business partner, a friend, like whatever the fallout has been here, even though they're removed physically, you might even like say, no, I'm over that. Like it's removed physically. It is not solved. The energy still leaks. It's still affecting your life somehow. And it's really, or if it's not, again, if it's not you, it's someone really close to you that lets that energy leak everywhere. It's just spewing out everywhere. And either if you can help them, if this is another person, because we have no place like home coming out after this, you know, if you are still in this trauma, if this is you, Sagittarius, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, and this is trauma in your life, close your ears, because we need to just be in the moment of the trauma for as long as we need. But when we've dealt with it, like when we're over it, it doesn't happen anymore. It might even be years and years back since it happened. Going to a place where you are reconnecting with your inner being doesn't allow for the trauma to even exist anymore. And if I were to tell that to someone that is like not ready to drop their trauma and they just have identified so much with it, it's almost like a slap in the face. So just, I'm careful as I'm saying this to you, and you should be careful saying that to someone else. However, if it's someone else and you see them in your surrounding, you know exactly who this person is. See them as they have found their inner light. Start to view them and project your vision onto them as not disturbed or not traumatized or not wrong in any way, or just try to see them as best as you can in their highest light. If it's you, try to see yourself as best as you can in your highest light. This is you starting to really, we can't go through these big things. And I keep coming back. We already talked about the mastery. Like this is you, when 555 shows up on the table like this, and we have 213 on the table. This is you going through a grand transformation, huge transformation, and becoming a master. And it reminds me of this saying. I've said it a couple of times before. I think it's Neil Donald Walsh talking to God in one of his books, Conversations with God. And I think it's him asking God, like, why does everything have to be so hard? Why is it so difficult? And the God's answer is something along the lines of, how big of a master do you intend to be? How big of a master do you intend to be? Hi, Donna. Welcome. Welcome, Mississippi. So yeah, how big of a master do you intend to be? And so going through these things and clearing them up and coming to your own inner self, finding your own inner self, having persevered, having survived, having like everything, you're on the other side and there's mastery attached to it. And you're finding your home right now. If it's not you, you see this in someone else, see them finding their inner home, see them transcend, and see them coming into their inner core. And then we have a fork in the road. And I just now, as I'm looking at this now, the fork in the road in terms of this energy is now, Sagittarius, you have a choice. And this choice, when we're on the lower end or the lower scale of the vibration, this choice sucks. This choice it is hard. I'm not going to lie. It is, in my experience, it is tough because on the lower planes in vibration, we don't have access to solutions, and we don't have access to the bright and fluffy answers and all the beauty, In the lower vibrations, we have access to, this is not going to work. This is so hard. This is tough. I don't know what to choose. I don't know how to get out of this. In the higher vibrations, you're automatically fed with, you can do this. Here's the solution to that. Here's another solution. If the first one didn't work, here's some money to help you along the way, So it's just right now, I feel like you're at the crossroads. You have a choice right now. or this person right next to you have a choice right now to choose the path you want to be on. We have a possibility here. We have divine guidance, and I feel so much around this. Wrong side. I feel so much around this, that this is like the expression of redirection. Something is God's protection. And what? I'm hearing it, but I'm not hearing it. Something with the redirection. Rejection. Okay, wait. Soon I have it. Rejection is God's protection and redirection. Okay. Yeah, rejection is God's protection. That's what I thought, but I heard something. I lost it again. Rejection is God's, right. Rejection is God's protection and redirection. Rejection is God's protection and redirection. You're going to be led somewhere else. So when you say yes to this shift, when you say yes and redirection, when you say yes to this change, you don't have to see what the change is. You don't have to see the outcome. You don't have to see how this is going to end. You just have to say yes to a change. And we have this fork in the road 13 with peace 13, which is saying let go and let God. This is you surrendering altogether. Like I give up. You give up. You don't give up. You don't lay down and die. You give up. You surrender to the higher planes to help you. So 213 is so much transformation going on there for your life, or someone really, really close to you that sort of affects your life a little bit. This is a powerful read. And then again, we have Oceana. It's the angel. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Although at the same time on the bottom there, we have a turtle, a major, huge turtle, which for me talks about slow and steady wins the race. So I just would, in this very situation, if it's something that is going on with yourself, or if something is going on like to a love, like a close relationship here, that there's going to be huge transformation. Is going to affect everyone involved. And you might see something that you can do here, like you understand what needs to be done in this situation. You know, it's always so easy to be the outsider of a situation, looking in and having a clear answer than being in the very situation yourself. But just be sort of a little bit careful, be mindful as how you project yourself, project your truth onto people out loud. Rather do it like quietly in your mind, see them thrive. If this is you, Sagittarius, I will see you thrive. I'm seeing you thrive. I see you find your way home. I see you go through whatever it is you need to go through. There's a huge transformation here on your part, transitioning, transforming, and you're going to find your way home. There's divine intervention here, and it's going to lead to peace. Release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. That's what I have for you, beautiful Sagittarius. If someone really needs it, because it feels like it this time, I'm sending you a huge hug. Other than that, I'm going to see every single one of you as really powerful masters in becoming anyway. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot. Capricorn is coming up after this video. If you have anything like that in your chart, please check it out. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. See you. Bye.